Ladies and gentlemen, motorcycle enthusiasts of the world, Madison Square Garden welcomes 15,000 of you live, as well as 10 million more viewing Facebook Live online to tonight's presentation of world-class slow-speed motorcycle exhibition. Tonight's performers are, in this corner, weighing 850 pounds at 3 feet tall and 7 feet long, a Harley-Davidson CVO Street Glide. And in this corner, weighing approximately 220 pounds and 6 foot 3 inches tall, hailing from Pooler, Georgia, a 22-year retired veteran of the New York Police Department, 15 years of which were on the motor officer team, the prince of preloading, the king of cornering, the guru of U-turning, the one and only boss of his motorcycle, the Robert Simmons.
Preloaders, non-preloaders, welcome back. You guys know, if you see me doing push-ups, either I grab my front brake out of bad habit while operating my motorcycle at slow speeds, or somebody else did that and left those push-ups here on the practice course. And if you guessed option B, you'd be correct. So I did the push-ups for them, and let's move forward. All right, welcome back, guys. Practice session number 24. Oh, so excited, guys. I'm always excited when I come out here for a practice session. For those of you that have never been to this channel before, this is not a workout channel. Oh, these bugs. This is not a workout channel. I promise you that. My name is Robert. I'm a retired NYPD Highway Patrol motorcycle lieutenant. I did a wonderful 22-year career with the NYPD. 15 of those years were spent with the motorcycle unit. The name of my channel is called Robert Simmons Paying It Forward. And the purpose of this channel is not doing push-ups. It's me sharing my knowledge, experience, and training that I received from the NYPD Highway Patrol motorcycle unit with you guys, with a special focus on slow speed motorcycle operation, because that's the aspect of riding a motorcycle that the majority of motorcycle riders lack. All right, that's the skill that they lack and where they're most, or should I say least confident. And that's what I want to do too. I want to help you be the boss of your motorcycle. And what that means is I want you to be confident when you're riding at slow speeds. I want you to pick your feet up when you're making turns. I want you to make right turns. I want you to make left turns. And the infamous U-turn, I want you to make that like you would make it in your car without even thinking twice about it. All right, the goal of this channel, first and foremost, is raising your confidence level. Okay, this channel is all about positivity, helping each other out, building each other up. It's an each one, teach one environment. And I can't stress this enough. For those of you that are new to this channel is not about riding like a motor officer. It's not about getting you to compete in the next civilian rodeo. It's not about dragging your floorboards and making tight turns. That's not what this is about. There are people that want to do that, and that's fine. And they can still benefit from this channel. But this channel is just about getting you to be comfortable riding your motorcycle. We all like to ride fast, and riding fast is fun. I want you to have just as much fun riding slow. Okay, so regarding the push-ups, like I said, what we do on this channel is if you grab your front brake out of bad habit, 10 push-ups next to your motorcycle. Okay, it's voluntary, of course. And if you don't do them, somebody will do them for you. Most likely it'll be me. So listen, I love a disciplined preload. Everybody knows that. So if you're out there practicing on your own and you realize that you grabbed your front brake out of bad habit, send me a video of you next to your motorcycle doing 10 push-ups. And remember, it's not about the push-ups. All right, it's about what the push-ups represent. So it doesn't matter how the push-ups look. This is not a push-up competition. Nothing in this channel is competition-based. Nothing. So if that's what you want to do, that's great. All right, and if you do it on your own, that not only is that discipline, but it's a high level of integrity, because you could have just said, I didn't do that, and nobody would know. All right. Speaking of a disciplined preloader, check out Eddie.
Hello, Robert, and all my preloader friends out there. It's Eddie in Jacksonville. And I did notice on the video replay in Savannah Harley-Davidson when Robert was coaching me that I did touch that front brake. So I am going to give myself that gentle reminder with these push-ups. Stand by. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now, I'll remember to stay off of that front brake, y'all.
All right, so you guys remember Eddie. Eddie's a character. So thanks, Eddie, for sharing that with us. Appreciate it. Guys, I also do practice sessions. Today is practice session number 24. And I do those practice sessions in this parking lot, usually on a weekly basis. All right, those practice sessions are free for my V.I.Preloaders. If you're interested in becoming a V.I.Preloader, hit the join button, which is right next to the subscription button. Okay, I'm also going to put a link in the description section. And if you're interested in just learning more about what a V.I.Preloader is, you can still click that join button. And there's a short video in there that you can watch. And it's going to let you know about the extra perks that you get for being a V.I.Preloader. First and foremost, the most important perk, as far as I'm concerned, is helping out this channel, okay? So if you guys are interested in helping out the channel through donations and you don't want to be a V.I.Preloader, you can go to the description section. There's links in there too to help out with that. Merchandise is also available. My wife is always working hard on the merchandise. All right, this is one of them right here. Be the boss of your motorcycle. One of my favorites. Preload and keep it loaded on the back. And I want to thank everybody that has purchased merchandise. It's highly appreciated. It does help out the channel. Check out the preloaders that have helped out with the merchandise. So again, thank you guys. You guys look great in your merchandise. All right, so coming up on July 17th, I'm going to be taking a trip out to Knoxville, Tennessee. Traveling Tall is going to be he's hosting a meet and greet. That's going to be a bootlegger Harley Davidson. All right, and again, this is in Knoxville, Tennessee. This meet and greet is going to be between between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. And then at 12 p.m., kickstands up. We're going to take a ride on the Foothills Parkway. All right, he's leading that ride. So that should be a lot of fun. Of course, all of you guys are invited. I'm also holding practice session number 25 on the 18th, Sunday. That's going to be at Bootlegger Harley Davidson at 9 a.m. Unfortunately, that's already booked out. Okay, I put that announcement out. It's booked out. I actually overbooked it, and I try to keep it at 10. But I know that I'm going some places. There's going to be a lot of people, so I kind of extended it a little bit. But I still want people to really be able to benefit from the practice sessions. So I did extend it a little, but it's done for now. But if you want to come by and just hang out and watch us, we're going to be starting at 9 a.m. Hopefully the weather's good, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to meeting all of you preloaders for the ride, for the practice session, whatever. I'm just looking to get some FaceTime with you guys, shake some hands, maybe take some pictures. All right. Again, it's all about my preloaders. I say that all the time, and I'm always going to say that. All about the preloaders. All right, guys, so I'm going to get started out here. I got to set up the cones, and then I'll do my warm-up. And once the V.I.Preloaders get here, you know how we do it. We're going to talk to them, find out their names, where they're from, how long they've been riding a motorcycle, what they're riding today, and how they rate themselves on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best in slow speed motorcycle operation. All right, let's do it. All right, guys, so it's 10 after 9. We're going to get started out here. V.I.Preloaders are primed and ready. Let's go talk to them. All right, see that guy right there? You know what, let me take off my fans. I don't want it to interfere with the microphone. Actually, it should be fine. I don't want to take a chance. Let me turn it down at least. There we go. You know what?
Yeah, that's so tarp.
Screw that. If my V.I.Preloaders don't have a fan, then I don't have a fan. That's true. All right, sir. What's your name?
My name is Tom McCall.
Tom, where you from?
From Texas.
Woo!
Carrollton, Texas.
And did you ride here?
No, I did not. I trailered.
Straight here?
No, I stopped in South Carolina to see family. And then I came from Columbia, South Carolina this morning.
Beautiful. I appreciate you making the trip. That's a long haul. Long haul. All right, so now you guys know what I'm talking about. When I said my buddy Kevin, who we're going to talk to in a while, lives in my subdivision and doesn't come often. All right, anyway. All right, Tom, how long have you been riding a motorcycle?
I started about 2007 to about 2010, stopped because of kids, and then about 9 months now on my current bike.
Which is?
2008 Harley Road King.
Okay, let's take a look at it. Oh, I'm standing right next to it. 2008. Do me a favor, open up that saddlebag. I want you guys to see, this is the old way that these bags used to open.
Yep.
All right. Okay, very good. 2008 Road King. Hey, Tom, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, how would you rate your slow speed motorcycle operating skills?
I'd say I'm about a 2.
Okay. Now, Tom sent me a video of him making U-turns in the alley. So, I don't really agree with that too because I've seen it. So, Tom, how long have you had this bike?
I bought it in October 2020.
Okay, so it's fairly new to you.
It's fairly new to me, yes.
Have you done anything to it?
Got rid of all the incandescents. I know how you feel about incandescent bulbs.
Thank God.
So, other than that, no. It's pretty much stock from that point.
Thank God. Whoa, what is this? Turbo boost? What is that?
So, that's just a USB charger. So
Oh,
keep
okay.
my phone
All
charged.
right, all right.
So,
All right, Tom. Nice to meet you. We're gonna have some fun.
nice to meet you. Thank you.
All right, Buddy Rote. We're gonna talk to this guy right here.
Uh-oh, infamous.
Infamous. What's your name, sir?
Kevin Kennard.
All right, Kevin. Where are you from?
I'm from Savannah, Georgia, actually Pooler, Georgia,
Okay. Okay, which is where we are now, correct?
which we are on right now.
All right. How long have you been riding a motorcycle?
You could probably now just make it 15 to 20 years. 15 years plus. Uh-oh.
All right, let's try it
I
again.
knew it was coming.
How long have you been riding a motorcycle?
20 years.
Okay. What the?
Uh-oh.
Now, he was dancing on the time, and then he settled on 15, and now we jumped 5 years.
Yeah, because we're
All right.
riding again. So just add,
All right, listen,
add a
Michael J.
couple more
Fox.
back in there. All right.
Why am I calling you Michael J. Fox?
I'm going back to the future.
There you go. I'm glad he got it. I was just gonna ask the preloaders and the V.I.Preloaders. Put in the comment section, why am I calling him Michael J. Fox? Okay.
Back to the future.
Okay. What are you riding today?
I am riding my M109 Boulevard.
All right, let's take a look at it. And this thing is nice. I'm gonna tell you guys. For those of you that don't know, when we first came out here to practice, I had my doubts about Kevin on this motorcycle. But I mean, he is very, very good on this motorcycle. I mean, he hasn't practiced in a while, so I know he's gonna have to dust off some cobwebs. But I mean, he's very good on this motorcycle. All right. How long you had this motorcycle, Kevin?
Now about 8 months.
And on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, how would you rate your slow speed skills?
I still would say, because I don't practice enough to maintain it like I should, 4.
Okay, and just so you know, that's not an ice cream cone, it's a microphone. You don't have to hold it out like this so that it doesn't melt on you.
Testing. 1, 2.
I want to thank you again for supporting the channel with the purchase of the t-shirt. Highly appreciate it. Looks good on you too, man.
Thank you very much.
I'm not just saying that. It looks good on you.
Well, I appreciate it.
All right, appreciate you. All right, last but not least, we know this couple. This is my favorite couple. These two V.I.Preloaders, both in uniform. Oh, so nice. So nice. Okay, please introduce yourselves.
My name is Pam.
I'm Clay.
Where you guys from?
Beaufort, South Carolina.
And Pam, how long have you been riding the motorcycle?
A year.
Clay?
Year and a half.
All right, and what are you guys riding today? Pam first.
Okay. A Honda Rebel 2019.
Okay, we're gonna go look at your motorcycle.
Okie dokie.
Now, for those of you that already follow the channel, you're preloaders, or you're watching but you forgot to subscribe. If you did, please subscribe, and then you will also be a preloader. But you know who Pam is. You know who Clay is, right? You know that Eddie McLean, a fellow V.I.Preloader, called Pam out, said he was coming for her, so she better get her game up. All right? Why he chose Pam, I don't know, but he did.
Weakest link.
All right, and on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, Pam, how would you rate your slow speed skills on that motorcycle?
A 3.
A 3. Okay, very good, very good. I disagree with it, but okay. Clay, what are you riding today?
I'm riding a Victory Gunner.
A Victory Gunner. So those of you that know Clay know that we don't know what the hell he's talking about. Where is the Harley Davidson?
At the house.
Okay, very good. So this is the new bike.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's talk about it. Tell us about it.
It's 2016, 106 cubic inch, and she's fast.
She's fast, okay.
She's nimble.
But the question is, because we know she's fast, but what are we doing today?
Slow.
That's right, we're riding slow. And I already know Clay is confident on this motorcycle already. I'm sure he hasn't taken it through any cones or anything yet, but just, I always watch the way people pull up, and it tells me a lot of what I need to know. Okay, very good. You liking it?
Love it.
Okay, 1 to 10, how would you rate your slow speed skills?
I'll give it a 4 on that one.
A 4 on that one. Okay, very good. All right, good to know, good to know. All right, guys, we're going to start exercises 1 through 9 and a bonus. Will Clay take the new motorcycle through the bonus? How's Clay going to do in exercise number 9? Remember what I tell you guys. What did I tell you guys? Technique. The motorcycle doesn't matter. Just focus on the technique and you'll be fine. All right, let's do it. All right, guys, welcome. Welcome back to Tom. I'm sorry, to Tom. Welcome to Tom. Welcome back to Pam, Clay, looking at getting in position. And yes, and Kevin. All right, guys, so for you guys that I'm welcoming back, you already know what we're doing. Nothing's new today. But for Tom and for everybody else out there that's probably watching this for the first time, this is practice session number 24. All right, practice session number 25 is going to be next Sunday in Knoxville, Tennessee. All right. Unfortunately, like I already said, it's all booked up. So you can come watch, but unfortunately you cannot participate. All right, 1 through 9 and a bonus. We're going to start with exercise number 1. Well, before we do that, we all know the rules. If you drop a cone, pick it up. If I'm standing there, I'm probably going to pick it up anyway. I say that all the time, and I just pick up the cones. Okay. If you grab your front brake, there's a 10 push-up penalty. It's voluntary. If you don't do them, I'll do them. I had to do 10 today for somebody that left those push-ups out here from last week. And if you see me go like this, it just means shut your engine off. Have fun. Please stay hydrated. Okay, it's important. Right now it's 79 degrees. I'm hotter than you guys because I've been out here working. Okay? All right. Now to the good stuff. Exercise number 1. So important. Exercise number 1. Exercise number 2. So important because no matter what you're riding, no matter how you ride, it's always relevant. Exercise number 1, starting and stopping. Starting and stopping? Why do we need to go over that? I know how to stop my motorcycle. All right, we're going to talk about how to do it properly. Okay? Properly. Stopping. As you're coming up, you guys are going to go all the way down beyond Tom's, his trailer. Come towards me. I'll be standing right here. Get up to first gear, second gear. You're only going to be going about 20, 25 miles per hour. As you slow down, your front brake is fine. Okay? Once you get below 15 miles per hour, it doesn't have to be exactly 15. I want to be clear about that. I say 15 because you should be going slow. And when you're going slow, that's when you're not even thinking about touching your front brake. Okay? So I'm going to be featuring Pam in a video. Pam and Juan. Juan was here at the last practice session. Juan locked his rear wheel up in the figure 8. Pam locked her rear wheel up in the offset double serpentine. In both those instances, I was as proud as can be because that's all because of how they're practicing. If they didn't do any practicing and they just resorted to the panic mode of grabbing the front brake when they feel, both those motorcycles would have fell. It's not the end of the world if they would have fell because they're in a controlled environment on the practice course. But the point is, if they do that here, they're going to do it out there too, right? And that was very good, very good. So that's what we're practicing here, right? Remember, you practice for because when happens, you don't have time to think. You're going to go to what feels comfortable. And if you practice it all the time, now it's going to be, it's muscle memory, okay? That's what you're going to resort to. All right, so you guys are going to roll up. Once you get slow, 15 miles per hour or less, rear brake only. okay? You should already have downshifted. If you haven't, downshift. And when you come to a stop, like I always say, you know when the motorcycle is going to stop. It's not a surprise because your foot's controlling it. You want to slow down faster, more pressure on the brake. I feel ridiculous even having to say this because it applies in your car too, right? And when you come to a stop, left foot down. Now, I am going to say this because it has to be said. If once you stop, you want to put both your feet down because you're vertically challenged or the bike's off balance or for whatever reason you're riding too up, no problem at all. Put both your feet down, okay? If the ground is level, there's no issue. As long as you're still in first gear, remember, we don't stop in neutral. We don't stop in neutral. You shouldn't be parking in neutral either. But that's another video. Okay. If you're on a ground that's not level, now you might have to hold the front brake. This is totally different. You're not moving. You're just holding the front brake to make sure the motorcycle doesn't move, right? When it's time for you to go, take off. What are we doing, Kevin, to take off?
What do we do to take off? You pick up your...
All right, stop right there. Oh. Preload and keep it loaded. See, Kevin hasn't been here for a while. Not only has Kevin not been here for a while, Kevin doesn't really watch the videos that much either. So not being here is not an excuse. You got to watch these videos too. It's very helpful. It really is. Preload and keep it loaded. And keep it loaded is so important because a lot of people will preload and then their brains go, okay, now the next step. And when they get to the next step, they forget about the preload. The preload goes down. You hear the bike go, and believe it or not, the motorcycle could fall right there, especially if it's heavy. All right. Preload, keep it loaded. It's okay. Preload, keep it loaded. Slowly release the clutch into the friction zone. And as soon as that motorcycle starts to move, pick up your left foot. Or if you have 2 feet out, pick up both your feet. Okay? As soon as it starts to move. So there's no reason to either have 1 foot out. There's no reason to have both feet out, definitely. There's no reason to have your foot on the ground while the motorcycle's moving and holding it down as long as possible. No reason to do that. We don't ever want our feet out. Because when we do that, we're announcing to the world, we are not the boss of this motorcycle. And we want to be the boss, right? So at least if we don't feel like the boss yet, let's at least put that into the atmosphere. Let's put out the perception of bossness. All right? I'm making up words now. Okay. All right. So you guys clear about what we're doing? Remember, smooth stop, preload, keep it loaded. We might only be doing this once. Now, if something about you taking off or stopping, if I don't like it or whatever, I might have you go back and do it again. You know, we're working out the kinks. So everybody have fun, be careful, relax. Pam, breathe. Please. Exercise. I mean, step number 1 for Pam is breathe. Then she can worry about preloading and all that other stuff. All right, guys? All right, preloaders, mount up, head over there. Let's do this. Exercise number 1, start and stop.
Okay, so clearly this is what the heat does to you.
Testing.
Because I just now realized while I'm editing this that I totally forgot exercise number 1. Pam knows they're set up properly. She's ready for exercise number 1, and I'm telling her to come forward so we can do exercise number 2. So if you need to see what exercise number 1 looks like, check out the other practice session videos.
All right, Pam got on the glasses today. Let's do it. I know, it's okay. Still getting used to that clutch? Head and eye, straight up, Pam. Excellent, you can park. Excellent by Pam. I noticed that while she was doing it the whole time, she's looking down at the gauges. Want to get into the habit of looking straight up. All right. Much louder, right? Ah, sounds good. Excellent, you can park. And Clay's got that. He's got much bigger floorboards now, so now his rear brake is like almost right above the floorboard. Very easy to use now. Very good. Good stop. All right, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it. Preload. Keep it loaded. All right, good. Very good. Excellent, Tom. You can park. Excellent. Tom's going to have to raise those handlebars because they're very low. All right, you ready, buddy? Row?
Yes.
Let's do it. Oh, stop. Preload and keep it loaded. Preload and keep it loaded.
And I did exactly like that, guys. I'm letting it roll.
All right, man. Preload. Let's go.
All right, ready?
Slow down. Keep it loaded. Slow down. Excellent. You can park. All right, beautiful, guys. Exercise number 2, slow ride. No, what am I talking about? Exercise number 3, trust and believe. Guys, I'm so confused. We just did exercise number 2. Exercise number 3, trust and believe. I'm so confused. I'm talking to the camera saying, okay, exercise number 2. We're moving so fast. No, exercise number 3, trust and believe coming up. Good job. Tom, you might want, do me a favor?
Yep.
Just put both your feet on the floorboard. Turn your handlebars all the way. Yeah, when you get a chance, see if they can push those forward.
Yeah.
Because they're very far back.
I was gonna do that, and I just, like I said, impromptu trip. I wanted
Yeah,
to get
yeah,
out
yeah.
here.
Okay.
Left turns are pretty good. Right turns.
Well, yeah, welcome to the club. Welcome to the
I
club.
love right turns. I hate left turns.
Yeah, Clay's the oxymoron guy.
Right?
Okay, so I noticed that when we were doing exercise number 2, Pam is excellent, but I'm noticing she's like this. So I said, Pam, straight ahead. So straight ahead. It's, you know, it's easy to forget. It's easy to forget. For some reason, we get fixated on what's going on here. Head and eyes, always ahead. Everything that we're doing, okay? Turning, head and eyes, handlebars. All right. Exercise number 3, trust and believe. Pam's favorite exercise. This exercise to me is so important because the name says it all. You have to trust and believe. It's going to make everything, Kevin, your motorcycle's still on. It's going to make everything else better for you. And by that, I mean, if you have the fear of falling, exercise number 2, I wanted you to go slow while the motorcycle was moving. And if you felt like it was going to fall, I just want you to open your clutch hand up a little bit, just to give it a little bit of power. Remember, we want power, not speed. All you need is power. Okay? Now, we're gonna take it up a notch. I want you to really trust and believe because we're gonna do the same thing without the motorcycle moving at all. So, what are the steps? Step number 1, Pam? Make sure you're in first gear. So we're doing the rectangle. Thank you, Robin. We're starting at the bottom. Make sure you're in first gear. That's step number 1. What's step number 2, Pam?
Cover the rear brake.
Cover the rear brake. We're going over. That's the bottom. That's the other side of the. That's the other bottom side of the rectangle. Step number 3, Pam.
Preload, keep it loaded.
Preload, keep it loaded. Now we're up here. All right. Step number 4.
Right before the sweet spot.
Clutch right before the sweet spot. Okay. So, and step number 5.
Pick up your foot.
Pick up your foot. Now the pick up your foot part is this. I don't want you guys to. You got the preloaded and keep it loaded. You're covering the rear brake. And you pick up your rear foot. You pick up your left foot and immediately let the clutch out. I don't want you to do that. It's not giving me, it's not gonna make happen what I need to happen. If you want somebody to remember something, tie an emotion to it and they won't forget it. That's why people remember the happiest times and the saddest times, because it's an emotion. I need you to feel the sensation of this motorcycle falling and feel that uh-oh. And associate that uh-oh with that. That's why you have to let it, you have to feel it. I'm not saying count to 5 Mississippi. You're not going to wait until the motorcycle's almost on the ground. I have good news for you though. You let the clutch out more and give it some throttle, you'll still be fine. All right? But just feel it a little bit and open up the clutch. Now remember, I always want you to be controlled. That's why we're covering that rear brake. So as soon as you let out the clutch, I'm going to do it right here. What? You're going to do it right in front of us? Yes. Because I'm controlled, right? I might have to stop and then back it up with my feet. I don't care. But the point is I'm not going to go crazy. All right? All right. Let's go through it. Make sure I'm in first gear. Check. Cover the rear brake. Check. Preload, keep it loaded. I don't need a lot. Clutch right before the sweet spot. Kevin, why do we want the clutch right before the sweet spot?
Why do you want the clutch before the sweet spot? So you're in control.
Pam, why do we want the clutch right before the sweet spot?
So when you get ready to fall, let out the clutch.
That's right. When the motorcycle is starting to fall, it's a good try, Kevin. Kevin said his answer was control. That's why we do that. And then when Pam gave the correct answer, or should I say the more correct answer, because the answer's not incorrect, then he goes, well, yeah, that's control. All right. It's under the umbrella, okay? But when that motorcycle is starting to fall, you don't want to have that time. You don't want to now be trying to figure out where the sweet spot is. And you don't want to panic and pop the clutch, right? That's what, what's his name did last week, and he did a wheelie, right? Not a crazy wheelie, but the point is, if you pop the clutch out while you're preloaded, depending on how much you're preloaded, depending on your motorcycle, you know, no big deal. He handled it. So we want to be right before the sweet spot so that when it's time for, I need that power, doop, that's all you're doing. Minimal. Remember, everything we do out here is slow and controlled and minimal. We don't do anything herky-jerky. If you pop your hand out, that's herky-jerky. And when you do something herky-jerky, the motorcycle is going to react herky-jerky. All right? So I'm already in first gear, covering the rear brake, preload and keep it loaded. Clutch right before the sweet spot. There it is for me. And then I'm just going to pick up my left foot. That's it. All right. All right. First gear. Cover the rear brake. Preload, keep it loaded. Clutch right before the sweet spot. Pick up my left foot. One more time so you can see my foot. Covering the rear brake. I'm in first gear. Preload, keep it loaded. Clutch right before the sweet spot. Pick up my left foot. Any questions? So you guys noticed, or maybe you didn't notice, I don't know. This is another reason why exercise numbers 1 and 2 are always relevant. Because even when I'm showing you guys how to do this and then I stop and I have a conversation with you and then I go to move, exercise number 1 into exercise number 2, that's what I'm doing. Anytime you're going from point A to point B at a slow speed, you're still in first gear, that's exercise number 2, all right? When you start off, that's exercise number 1. So it's always relevant, all right? All right. Pam? All right. I don't have to say anything to you. Because Pam knows. Woo! Now remember, she's still getting used to her clutch. So when she first started moving, it wasn't moving. So she popped it out. So she didn't go right before the sweet spot. That's what happens when you're not right before the sweet spot. I don't have to tell him anything either. He knows.
Not used to it yet, Rob.
I know. Working it out. Clutch right before the sweet spot. All right. Working it out. All right. What are the steps?
Here.
Uh-huh.
Cover the rear brake.
Uh-huh.
Preload, keep it loaded. Sweet spot.
Right before the sweet spot. Good. Let it out. Oh, beautiful. Now, Tom's been telling me, not only does he practice, he watches my videos, like, falls asleep on them, wakes up to them. And it shows. He knows the steps. So I'm sitting still for a while, right? What are the steps, Kevin?
All right. First gear.
Yep.
brake.
Yep.
Got brake covered. Then find your sweet spot.
Nope.
Wait a minute.
Yep.
Front brake, first gear, stop.
Remember the triangle. Make sure you're in first gear.
First gear.
Cover the rear brake.
Sweet spot.
What brake? You already did that. Yeah, you already did that. No, because this foot's coming up, so we're not over there.
Coming up.
So if we're up here, what are we talking about?
Preload.
Thank you.
I thought I said preload.
Nah, you gotta stop drinking, man.
I could as well said preload.
Preload and keep it loaded.
Keep it loaded. Then find your sweet spot.
Clutch right before the sweet spot,
Clutch right before
and then
the
pick up your foot.
Pick up your foot.
You gotta start studying, man. Don't let that motorcycle move until your foot is up and you feel it falling. Let it up. There we go. He felt it, and that's what you do. If he felt like he needed more throttle, give him more throttle. The point is to know what to do. Don't put your foot down. Now you were not right before the sweet spot on that last one. You weren't right before it. That's why he was like, oh, I saw it. It was like, hey, it's no power. Power.
Where is it? Right there?
When the motorcycle starts to move, are you on the rear brake?
I am not.
Okay. Right there. Keep your hand right there. Beautiful. Excellent. There we go. Clay. Excellent, man. Excellent. Tom is a natural at this, man. Natural at this.
Alright, did it right the first time.
All right, what are the steps?
Alright. First gear,
Uh-huh.
cover your brake.
Yep.
I always get this third one, man. It's up here.
Yep.
Preload.
And
Preload and keep it loaded.
yes.
Then find your sweet spot.
Clutch right before the sweet spot.
Clutch right before the sweet spot.
Step
Pick up your
5.
feet.
Let's do it. And then head over there. All right, guys. Exercise number 4. Right turns and left turns from a stop. They did great there. Look at this. I feel like I'm about to get jumped. Warriors. All right, just so you guys know, Pam is always first. However, Kevin will always be asked any questions first today because he lives a minute and 30 seconds from my house. Okay? A minute and 30 seconds. And that's walking. A minute and 30 seconds walking. All right, exercise number 4, right turns, left turns from a stop. So the stuff that we've been doing over there leads up to this, particularly exercise number 2, when we're going straight through. Exercise number 1 and 2 when you come to a stop. All right, so there are 8 steps, in my opinion, to be successful on this exercise. Kevin, can I please have the 8 steps? Step number 1. Now let me help you out.
Okay. wait a
The
minute.
first 4 steps are the same.
Okay. First you come up to the line, you don't count that one. First you got to get up to the line. But with that being said, make sure you're in first gear.
That's correct. Step number 1, in everything we do, make sure you're in first gear. Step number
Make sure
2.
you're in first gear. Then you want to make sure that next thing is, I always want to forget. First gear. Then you want to make sure you put your right foot.
Kevin, I want you to understand that I understand the pressure. I understand that I put you under the lights.
Covering the rib.
Covering the rear brakes is step number 2. Okay, you guys agree with that?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Then we go on for the preload and clutch. Clutch, preload, clutch.
All right, stop, because I don't want you screwing up my preloaders. I don't want something to stick in their head that's not true.
First you want to preload
And
and keep it loaded.
that's correct. So step number 3 is preload and keep it loaded. Step number 4?
After you keep it loaded, then you want to find your sweet spot.
Clutch, right before the sweet spot. Step number 4. Okay, step number 5.
Then you want to pick up.
Stop. Pam, step number 5.
Turn your head.
Head and eyes. Remember,
You're this one. On the right left.
clutch right before the sweet spot. So if we go right before the sweet spot, that means we're getting ready to move, right? And before we move, we know we're making a turn, right? So we know we have to look, head and eyes, in the direction that we want to go, right? We don't want to have our head buried. So step number 5, head and eyes, look in the direction you want to go, with your head up. Step number, I'm going to let you off the hook now because it's,
No, I'm getting good now.
okay, listen. If he gets step number 6, well, you know what? I'm not going to offer him nothing because Pam is very giving. She probably told him already.
Yeah, but I'm asking.
Step number 6.
Then you pick up your left foot. 'Cause we're getting ready.
Pam, what's step number
Turn the
6?
wheel.
Pam, what's step number 6? No, Pam.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, we both got it. And when you go,
Wait a minute, where are we?
Slowly release the clutch into the friction zone. Remember,
automatically thinking we're gonna do that.
remember, step number 4, clutch right before the sweet spot. So we know we're getting ready to turn.
There we go.
So before we turn, we have to look. So step number 5 is head and eyes. Now that we looked, we're ready to go. Step number 6, slowly release the clutch into the friction zone. Okay? You're covering the rear brake while you're doing that. Okay?
Don't pick up that foot.
Please, Kevin, don't get ahead of us. Of course, we're going to pick up the foot eventually.
I'm just trying to stay within the steps.
Step number 7, as soon as the motorcycle starts to move, pick up your foot. Kevin was dying to get to that step. Pick up your foot, covering that rear brake so that you're controlled. And step number 8, Kevin? And step number 8, Pam?
Turn the handlebars.
Turn the handlebars. Again, you're under the umbrella.
Handlebars would have been turned already.
No.
I'm sorry, I kind of keep them all in one chain. Pick up, turn.
Well, I'm glad Kevin said that. I'm glad he said that. He said, I kind of do it all together. Remember, everything that we do out here, we're doing it by steps now so we can get you accustomed to what to do. Once you get this, it's no longer 8 steps in your brain. It's like 1 or 2 steps. You just do it, right? Everything goes together, all right? And that's why I always say that the answer to a lot of people's questions, anytime it comes to what we're doing with these motorcycles, usually the answer is, it depends. There's no exact answer for any, it depends. The situation depends. So, the first time you guys go through here, I want you to go straight through, all right? And then on both directions, and then I want you to come to a stop. Now, when I say come to a stop, I want you to stop right at this white line. I want your motorcycle in the middle, or at least close to the middle. My point is, I don't want you to be all the way over here. I'm sorry. I don't want you to be all the way over here because you know you're making this right turn. Now, yes, Tom and Clay pulled a trailer to get here. If they were pulling a trailer, yes, come all the way over here. But they're on a motorcycle, plenty of space. You don't have to turn the handlebars first to make this turn. If you want to, that's fine. Just make sure you're clearing this cone. All right? And if you go right over it with your saddlebag or whatever, as far as I'm concerned, you hit it. All right? Act like that's a pole. All right? You have plenty of space where you can go straight first. Use that rear brake. Because remember, the front brake is for stopping. The rear brake is for, Kevin?
The rear brake is for slowing down.
Control.
You've been using that word all morning.
All right, guys, you see this? You see this, guys? This is a result. This is a result of a V.I.Preloader that has not been practicing and has not been watching the videos. So he's a seasoned student, but right now he's on a, he's getting like a D.
I knew it was going to come. I just had
All right? So you guys know Kevin's my neighbor. He's my buddy. He's always going to get it a lot more for that reason and because he's so close. Okay. Three things are going to determine the radius of your turn. Kevin, what are those 3 things?
your head and eyes.
Pam, what are those 3 things?
Where you're parked.
Okay.
Where you stopped.
Okay.
No?
Here's the
What was the question?
I got 2 of them determining radius.
Clay.
Speed and how far you turn the handlebars. That's the only 2.
That's 2. That's correct. 3 things are going to determine the radius of your turn.
Lean the motorcycle.
That's right.
There it is.
How fast you're going,
Oh, you probably did.
how much you turn the handlebars, and how much you lean the motorcycle. I'm happy to report that this is exercise number 4, right? You don't have to lean the motorcycle in exercises 1 through 4. So you don't have to lean to make this turn. So even if you go straight a little bit, long as you don't pop your clutch out and you're covering the rear brake so you don't go too fast because speed's taking away space, you're still good. You can move up, turn your handlebars. You also don't have to do a full lock here. You don't have to do a full lock here. But if you go way past this line, yes, now you're going to probably have to do a full lock. And if you go even more past, now you're going to have to lean and probably do it. You see what I'm saying? That's why I say the situation determines what's necessary. All right, enough talking. Let me show you guys. Just give you an example. Not that you need it. Kevin, believe it or not, this is not being picked on. This is me.
I feel like I'm being raped.
This is like us being in the gym and me telling you one more rep. One more rep.
Well,
Let's do it again.
Let's do that.
Let's do it again.
Right now, I'm gonna go back home and I'm gonna say, baby, I've been abused.
When you go home after the workout and you say, damn, those were 35-pound dumbbells and I could barely lift them, it's going to make you say, I need to work out more. With this, you need to practice more. Okay?
Got you.
All right. And you need to remember, practice is not just physical, it's mental. Watch these videos. But don't just watch them and have them playing in the background. Pay attention. First time, straight through, straight up. No lean required. And off the rear brake. And now I'm off the rear brake. Nice and easy. All right, that's stop. Exercise number 1, slow and controlled. All right, make sure I'm in first gear. Cover the rear brake. Preload, keep it loaded. Clutch right before the sweet spot. Head and eyes looking in the direction that I want to go. Slowly release the clutch into the friction zone. As soon as the motorcycle starts to move, I'm going to pick up my left foot. Turn my handlebars. Now I'm doing the same thing, exercise number 2. Exercise number 1. See, I lost my balance. Now I'm not going to make the turn. Try it again. Lost my balance. Thank you. Now if you start up closer, now you got to turn the handlebars first. Make this turn. Do a little lean. Let the bike fall a little bit. Whoa. Clutch right before the sweet spot. All right, Pam, let's do it. Very good. Ah, Tom. Yeah, Tom, I got it. Pam took off the glasses. She doesn't have on any shades. So I can see her eyes. Good job, Tom. Excellent stop. See what I mean, guys? Look how smooth she came to a stop. Pam wasn't stopping like that when she first came here. Had a nice turn. Good. Excellent. Clay's getting acclimated to this new bike. And although I'll always say, technique is what matters, not the motorcycle, you still have to get acclimated to the motorcycle you're riding. Good, Pam. If you hear Pam go, ah, that means she had an uh-oh moment. But you notice, she never panics. She goes right to what she's training to do. Good, Kevin. Very good. Good, good. Very good, Tom. Yeah, Tom's comfortable. Definitely comfortable leaning. I like it. See how he came around to make this turn? See how Tom made that turn and then looped around? That's confidence. Nice stop. You saw Kevin put both feet down momentarily? That's fine. He didn't stop like that. Uh-oh. Kevin got to find his horn. But he's not riding the motorcycle a lot either, so. Pick up your head, Kevin. Good job of Kevin, but he's looking down. It can be even better if he looks up. Nice play. You guys know I can watch this all day. I love it. That's okay, Tom. Happens. Nice, nice. See Tom working that out? Very nice. To my ass. That's all I'm going to say. To my ass. Kevin, remember. I'm glad you did that because I forgot to say that. You're doing exercise number 3. You don't have to pick up your foot while the motorcycle's not moving. Slowly release the clutch into the friction zone. Remember, that's step number 6. And as soon as it starts to move, then pick up your foot. So that way you don't have to worry about the balance thing. All right?
Okay.
Slowly release the clutch. Yeah, then you can pick up your foot. Nice and slow. You don't have to do it quick. Good. Nice. Nice. You guys saw that? If you didn't see it, he lost his balance. Motorcycle started to lean. His foot jerked a little bit. He won the battle. The battle against the instincts. Look at Tom. Excellent. The battle against the instinct to put his foot down, and he did not. Awesome job.
I was trying to squeeze it back out of there.
Next. Excellent, Pam. Excellent. I didn't even see that. I wouldn't have had you get off the motorcycle. Give me that. Go ahead.
Hey, I got hit. I caught the first one.
I appreciate them wanting to pick up the cones. See, so Clay is still doing a lot of leaning. He's falling into the turns. And that's fine, but it's also adding a degree of difficulty that's just not necessary for this type of turn. So I'm going to ask him, try to do this straight up. Hey Clay, try to do this straight up. Don't lean at all. Just try to do it straight up. Good, good. So he can do it. That's what I want him to do. Nice, Tom. To my ass. Tom said I'm humble. Yeah, I'm humble too, but I'm also realistic. That man is not a 2. I know that already. Kevin calls it a traffic jam. still looking down. All right, guys, after Tom, we're going to move on to exercise number 5, single serpentine. Nice, Clay. See what I mean? Much more straight up. Before, it was like an extreme lean. And, you know, the more you lean, the more perfect things have to be. That's why we want to be right before the sweet spot. So if you do need it and you feel, uh-oh, you're already there. Very good. Oh, wow. Clay, way better. All right, guys. Exercise number 5. All right. Exercise number 5. Single serpentine. So before I start this, I want to say first, Tom, I said it on the video, but I don't want you to see it the first time on the video, so I'll say it to you. To my ass. That's it. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. Okay, so he said I'm humble. Yeah, so am I, but I'm also a realist. Okay, but again, we'll talk to Tom at the end, see if he sticks with that too. If he does, he's FOS. All right, so clearly, none of you guys have a problem leaning. That's what this exercise is supposed to be about, warming us up, even though it's hot as hell. Warming us up. It's only 81 degrees, but I'm telling you, this sun. So these cones are 15 feet apart, plenty of space. And with that space, people have a tendency to want to hug them and just kind of keep the bike straight up. So see how far my bike is? The cones are right up the middle, 2 lines on the sides. So I kind of want you to go for the lines. All right, don't wait until you're too far into the cones to turn. So you should be turning here, come out wide, and then when you get about right here, you should already be turned. All right, I want you dipping and diving, swinging and swaying. And the whole time you're doing this, I want you looking at my camera. The whole time, say cheese. Whatever's gonna make you look at that camera. Don't look down. Kevin, excellent job on the right turns and left turns, but your head is still down. Clay, I got nothing to say to you about the eyes. So I'm watching Clay make the right turns and the left turns. I'm off the subject now. Well, technically I'm not. I'm in the umbrella, right, Kevin?
As long as you stay within the umbrella, you are good.
All right. I watched Clay try to make that right turn with excessive lean, like he's letting the motorcycle fall. And like I say, anytime we lean, we're letting the motorcycle fall. It's a controlled fall. And he had to, he put his foot down quickly because he's still trying to figure out that motorcycle. And I don't have an issue with it, but it's raising the degree of difficulty unnecessarily. So the next time he came around, I said, Clay, do me a favor. Try to do this U-turn straight up, flawlessly, right and left. So he's already into that motorcycle. We know he doesn't have a problem leaning. Sometimes people have an issue doing stuff straight up because it requires, and I know he doesn't have a problem doing that just based on follow the leader. All we're doing is turning. All right? Okay. All right, so good job, Clay. Good job, United 2. Good job, Tom. Good job, Kevin. Pam, excellent job as well. All right. So I'm going to go down here. I'm going to come back. I'm not going to waste you guys' time because I know you know what you're doing. But Preloader Nation, some people want to see it. They want to hear it. You guys get to smell it, whatever that smells like. So the whole time I'm doing that, I'm in the friction zone. Actually, that time I did it with using minimal rear brake, but cover your rear brake to control your speed. All that good stuff. Pam's going to go first, of course. straight ahead. Her head and eyes are straight ahead. See that swing? Swings out before he starts going. Very nice. Looks very smooth. Head and eyes straight ahead. Nice and wide, slow and controlled. Here comes the alleged 2. It's going kind of fast. Yep, I knew he was going to clip a cone. Slow it down. Slow it down. See, so because Tom is going so fast, he can't swing out as wide. Tom, you're going too fast. That's why you can't swing out. Slow down. You guys are next. Very nice. Very nice. Here his throttle is smooth the whole time. All right, here's Tom. Much better. Going slower. Turning a little early. Nice. Very nice. It's not a 2, I'll tell you that much. Good, Kevin, good. Very good. Oh, it looks so nice. Nice. He's using that rear brake to control the speed. All right, slow down, Kevin. Okay, you ready? All right, we got some people that are going to do the cone course for us. Show us how it's done. You guys know that I have shirts that say, let them cool off. You guys know that I have shirts that say, be the boss of your bicycle. And it's for the kids. So, come on guys, show us how it's done. So this shirt that I have on says, be the boss of your motorcycle. I also have shirts that say, be the boss of your bicycle, and it's for children. Let's go, let's see what you got. Oh, you saw that? She used the rear brake, very good. Go ahead. Woo! Woo! Good job. Oh, outstanding. One more time, guys. You're welcome. Outstanding. I love it, guys. Future preloaders, those kids. Future preloaders. They didn't hit one cone. They were standing by, they were watching us. I'm like, come on now, come in here, come on in here. That little girl was killing it. Exercise number 6, guys, the infamous U-turn. I love it. All right, guys, the infamous U-turn. The infamous U-turn. All right, I got to ask, anybody offended by 27 feet?
Not at all.
Okay, good, good. All right, with that being said, this is 27 feet wide, but for those of you, Clay, I don't know, we'll see.
We'll see, man, I don't know. That's tight.
Baby steps.
Yes.
For those of you that want 18 feet or less, do not pass this line right here, and that's what you have between here and here. Outside of that, remember, nobody gives a crap about this. This is only if you want to challenge yourself and if you feel like you know. Otherwise, who cares? Use the 27 feet. I want everybody to be comfortable doing a U-turn in at least 27 feet. Now, all of you, I know for a fact, make your U-turns in less than 27 feet. So this is plenty of space for you. You have room to make errors and stuff like that. So with that being said, when you come in here, all of the stuff that we've been doing is carried over to here. Staying in the friction zone, covering the rear brake, head and eyes, handlebars. Kevin, what are we turning first, head and eyes or handlebars?
Turn the head and eyes.
That's right, head and eyes. So, Kevin gets a round of applause. All right, bring your motorcycle to this corner. Once you get here, head and eyes, look at my camera. Handlebars. Use all the space that you have. Make sure that you're keeping it loaded. So when you're coming in here, as you're approaching, you're already loaded and keeping it loaded. You don't have to do it right before the turn. Do it as you're approaching. You're doing exercise number 2 as you ride up. Exercise number 2, you're loaded already. So all you have to worry about, your clutch is already where it needs to be. So all you have to worry about, head and eyes, handlebars. Use the rear brake if you want to control your speed, right? Straight out. Once you get to a certain point, you can come off that rear brake, you're good. Remember, you're using the rear brake and you're using the clutch. You know, you're manipulating the two. You know, whatever works best for you. You're making a right turn, same thing, but you're coming from this side. What I don't want to see you do is, Kevin, you were doing this before. You were making your turn like this. If you do that, you're just wasting space, okay? So when I say head and eyes, you know how they, again, this is not a competition. They say if you turn your head slow, you're going to turn slow. Listen, out in the real world, not a huge deal, all right? But practice how you play. So, head and eyes, handlebars. So when you turn your handlebars, you're turning from right here. You're not gradually turning. Turn the handlebars. Remember, everything I ask you to do, I need you to be consistent when you do it. So when I say head and eyes, consistently look where you want to go. Keeping it loaded is being consistent. And when I say turn your handlebars, keep them turned consistently. If you turn and you keep straightening them out, you're losing space, okay? Any questions? All right, so I'm gonna run through right turn, right U-turn, left U-turn. And another thing I'll say is this, head and eyes, how it's important. So when Kevin was doing the single serpentine, Tom had knocked down a cone. So I'm picking up the cone. Kevin's coming right at me. You know why he's coming right at me? Because he's not looking at the camera. He's looking at the cones. I know he was looking at the cones because he would have never started coming out there. I'm standing right in the middle. So when you're making a U-turn, it's even more important making a U-turn. Why would you commit to making a turn before you see what the hell's going on there, right? That's why you look first, then you turn. Now, I'm not saying you're going straight and you look like this. No. Look, turn, right? Because you might look and go, oh, hell no, I'm not turning. Something's there. Something's coming. And that's why you keep looking, because things happen quick out there. So if you look and go, everything's okay, and now look back at your stuff can happen. All right. But Kevin, I love when stuff like that happens because you give me
Insight.
No, I don't need insight. You give me examples of the stuff I'm trying to explain.
But I did make the course. I did go through.
Of course you did.
You know.
Of course you
I
did.
just wanted to let you know I was coming at you, but I thought about you and I said no. We're going around.
Kevin, God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. So as I'm approaching exercise number 2, head and on, handlebars. Use all the space you got. So another reason I like this new exhaust is it's more pronounced. So you'll notice everything that I did from the approach to the 27 foot to the 17 foot, whatever, my engine is always the same, all right? Keep it loaded and you'll be fine. Always the same. noticed that when I made that circle just now, I made sure I did it going to the right. My first mind was left, and that's always my first mind because that's my strong side. Good job, Pam. I gotta start focusing more on those right turns. Excellent, Tom. To my ass. I'm gonna say that the rest of the session today. To my ass. Good job, Kevin. Get that head up, buddy. Get that head up. Head and eyes. Good job, Pam. Just looking right at my camera. To my ass. Look at that. Look at the lean. Look at it. Look at it. Oh, yeah. To my ass. My ass. You guys didn't see that, but I threw something at Tom. To my ass.
Yeah, get up this.
Don't worry about it, man. That's why we practicing. That's why we're practicing. Tom is a ringer. Oh, excellent. Nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. Nice, Tom. Woo! Looking good. Texas representing. Good, Kevin. Good head and eyes. Good. Look at my camera, Pam. All right, now we're doing the U-turns from a stop. Excellent. Look at my camera, Kevin. Too much speed, that's all.
Go to the look at your camera.
No, you gotta turn your head and your eyes. Nice play. Too much speed. That's why you're going so wide. All right, to a stop, Pam. Pam's gonna make a U-turn. Stop. Exercise number 1, 6 and 1. Perfect. Exercise number 6, exercise number 1. Look at this, beautiful. Perfect. Much better. Good, much better, perfect. Perfect. See what happens when he slowed down? When he was going fast, he was all the way on the line. Perfect. All right, come back on that side. Perfect. Beautiful. Oh, I love it. Come on, Kev. All right, good. Yeah, you got that time you had more speed. That's why you went wider. Okay. Nice. You guys remember I did a video on making U-turns within 27 feet without having to lean the motorcycle at all. If you didn't see it, check it out. Man, that's a nice cell phone holder. Very nice. I'm gonna guess you put it on. Very good.
Immediately when it came out.
That's right. Clay takes care of Pam, and I'm sure Pam takes care of Clay. Very good. Perfect. Good. Now you notice Tom starts out fast, but he uses that rear brake to slow him down. Control. All right, you can go get something to drink. And then we'll go to the next one. All right, you can get something to drink. Good job. All right, guys, we're going to move on to exercise number 7. Figure 8. But here's the beauty of it. Tom, when he first went to move at one point, you saw the speed. But as soon as he got to, all right, now it's time to make a turn, rear brake. So by the time he's in the turn now, it's controlled, so it's tighter. So when Kevin slowed down, turn was like this. Sped up, turn was like this. So what you're doing, Kevin, is, which I don't have a problem with it because it's plenty of space. And in the real world, it's usually going to be more than 27 feet. But you're gliding through the turn. Not every time. When you're going fast, you're gliding. And I want you to be the boss out here. As long as you got speed behind you, you're not the boss. I want you to be the boss. Because at that point, when you were making that turn, if that speed could be maintained, it could do it without you on it. All right? All right. But, excellent job. And for all of you guys that don't know or have not ridden an M109R with that big tire on the rear, it fights you to lean it. It fights you. So, I always commend him on that. I'm going to commend him on a dead battery if you keep leaving it on. All right, guys. Exercise number 7, figure 8. You guys can come closer if you want. I have 2 vaccination shots. It's all good. All right, I'm fully vaccinated. All right, so when you guys come in here, well, let me first start by saying this is 27 feet, just like that U-turn was. And after watching you guys, I know this is not going to be an issue. To my ass. So, all this is a series of U-turns, right? When you come in, I want you to go to this corner. When you get to this corner, head and eyes, I want you looking at that cone right there. I know it's behind you, but you'll see it. Because when I go like this, I already see it in my peripheral vision. I already see it. And I want you to use all of the space that you have, Kevin, Pam. Use all the space that you have. Head and eyes, handlebars. That means come all the way to these cones. It's 46 feet long. Use it all. Hold it. However your handlebars are, I want you to hold it and hold it and hold it and hold it. When you get right here, head and eyes, handlebars. Believe it or not, that cone right there, that's the one I want you looking at. So just keep your head turned. You'll see it. I see it now. Peripheral vision. Use all the space you have. Now, a lot of times I say that, and people come in here. And they turn right here. Now, the way Tom's making his turns, the way Clay makes his turns, that's fine. You don't need all of that space. But if you do need more space and you turn early, and now you end up over here, now this is tight. So use all the space that you have. And when I say hold it, hold it. Remember, when you first pull in here, you're going for that corner. After that, you're not looking at the corners anymore. Those two cones are your focus. You're always going for the side. Head and eyes, handlebars. Hold it. Hold it. Don't hold it and then come out now and go for the corner. Not going for the corner. Continue going here. Transition, head and eyes, handlebars. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. And I'm going to show you that that's what I'm doing when I'm using 46 feet and when I'm doing it within 4 parking spaces. Same thing. I'm not, I'm always going for that middle part. Any questions? All right. Kevin, any questions? There's no such thing as a stupid question. And any questions you guys have, guarantee you, somebody else out there is thinking the same thing. Head and eyes, hold it, hold it, hold it. Head and eyes, use all the space you got. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Thank you. I was going to blow my horn, but I chose not to. I'm emasculated. All right, Pam. Kevin, just so you know, at the end of the class, I'm letting you know at the end of today's session, I'm going to ask you how many steps there are and what they are. Just so you know.
Which one?
All of them. That's right, 5 and 8. That's good. Let's go, Tom. Tom's going a little fast, but he can lean, so he's good. First time Pam went through, I said I wasn't going to say anything to her. Second time, I'm not going to say anything either. Tom's going fast, but he's using the rear brake. He's got speed. Excellent. Cha-ching. Happens. Sometimes you get stuck in the turn. Now this is Clay's first time doing the figure eight on this new motorcycle. Kevin hasn't been here in a while. Nice, very nice. That was a very nice transition. Very nice. Hold it, hold it. Very nice. Woo! Good job, Kevin. There we go. There we go. He earned that horn blow. She still had more to go. Good job, Pam. Her eyes were looking here, which is good, but she didn't know she was done. She was done. Look at the exit. See, Tom is flying. I want him to slow down. This would be a lot tighter if he was going slower. Good job. Oh, the breeze feels good. Good, so you see how tight he is on those cones? That's because he started early on this side. But he's good. See how smooth he is? See how smooth the throttle is? Woo! Hey Tom, do it one more time, but do it slower. Tom, do it slower. There we go. Very nice. Very nice. Good job, Tom. Excellent. You want to go again? I'm going to look at it from a different perspective. Very good. Very good. Excellent. Excellent, Kevin. Excellent. 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 Those are the only two allowed to blow their horns, Pam and Kevin. You gotta have an air horn. That was a nice transition. Yeah, I knew it. He held that one too long. You're good, Clay. You're good. Go ahead. He waited too long to make that transition.
I got that one more time. Hang on.
Yeah, of course. Transition. There we go. Very nice. Transition. Good. And he's out. Excellent. Woo! Uh-oh. Taking the circles. He's practicing for the snowman. Excellent job, guys. Exercise number 8 coming up. Offset double serpentine. Clay's favorite exercise. All right, guys. Woo! I can already see everybody. I love confidence. Confidence is something that you can't hide. It's in your body language. And you guys got it. The two over there, he's like this. Kevin, after that figure 8, is 7 inches taller. It's confidence.
That's on my bike.
Yes.
My nickname now on is Two.
Your nickname is To My Ass.
I won't never remember his name.
Okay. Offset double serpentine. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 15 feet between each one. 30 on the long, but we don't care about the 30. So what we did, what did you say, Kevin? It looks tight?
No. It's definitely tighter.
No, it's all in your mind, man.
No, man.
Okay, we'll see.
I ain't been here in a while.
There you go. I don't know why you keep saying that. You're supposed to be trying to make us forget that. Okay, remember when we did the figure 8 and I said hold it? That's going to come into play here. See how my motorcycle's facing? Notice how I'm not facing straight? I'm facing at an angle because when I come through this gate, I'm not going for that gate. I'm coming over here. Right? And just like over there, when I said you're not going for the corners, you're going for the side. Same concept. Hold it, hold it. Head-on-eyes, handlebars. And now I'm looking at the gate I came from. So if you do it like that, now you're coming through this gate either like this or like this. That's what you want to do. You don't want to be coming through like this. Is it possible? Yes, but it's just making you work harder, okay? So, come through, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, transition, head and eyes, handlebars. Now you're looking at the gate you just came from. So when you go through this gate, same thing. By the time you get through it, you're already facing this way. Hold it, hold it, hold it, transition, head and eyes, handlebars, and so on and so forth, okay? So now, Clay always did this. Damn what you saying, Robert. Straight for the cones, straight for the gate. Because like I said, it's more challenging to do it that way, not impossible. So no problem. I'm sure he's going to try it again on this motorcycle. I'm sure Tom's going to do it on this motorcycle because if you have no problem leaning, yeah, it makes it easier to do that. It's no big deal. It's more of a challenge. But if you want to make it easier, don't go towards the gate. Go opposite of the gate. Then look at the gate you came from. All right. Any questions? Hold it. Hold it. Transition. Hold it. Transition. Hold it. Transition. Hold it. Transition. Hold it. Hold it, transition. Hold this turn, transition, and you're out. Now we'll go straight for the gate. So it's possible, but shit, I'm tired now. There's more work. Why throw this thing around if you don't have to? But of course, Tom's going to do that. Tom, how many miles here? 1,100 miles. Tom's like, damn you, Robert. I'm leaning. I'm going right to the cones. I'm going right to the gates. I ain't come here to play around. Only thing I came here to play around with is telling you I'm a 2. All right, Pam. Let's do it. Now, Pam, you'll notice I didn't talk to you at all in the figure 8 today.
I noticed that.
Beautiful.
You were in my head though.
Exactly. You don't need it. You don't need me to say anything to you. And I'm not going to talk to her here either. I'm glad she kept going, because Pam will stop in a heartbeat and say, screw it. Good, good, good. Sometimes she slows down just a little too much. That's it. She made the first turn in the bonus exercise last week. I couldn't believe it. No, I couldn't believe she tried it. I believe she could do it. There you go, Pam. All right. Like I said, we'll see him on this motorcycle. I don't know what he's talking about. He's fine. Very nice transition right there. Very nice. Look how smooth it looks. Excellent. Don't get much better than that. Nice, Tom. Again, none of this is a surprise to me. Excellent. This is why I love recording with my iPhone. It's much easier. I have a larger screen. The video is way better than the GoPro and the Insta360. And I can zoom it in and out very easily. Excellent, Kevin. Let's go, Pam. Look how easy it is for me to do that. Can't do that on the other cameras. And if I do, the picture is going to be extremely compromised. Ah, Pam could have kept going. But Pam's a perfectionist. If she puts her foot down, she wants to shut it down and start over. Sometimes she's done. Excellent. Hey, Clay! Clay! Come back this way. Looking good, Cav, looking good. It's okay, just don't tap it this time. Tom, you can go down there and come back this way. Good job. Ah, Pam shut it down again. All right, so Clay's gonna come in from the other side now. Always want to do everything one side and then the other, two sides of the coin. Very nice. Look at his head and his eyes. Right here, left turn. Not so much. He was shaking his head. He didn't like that one. Good job. know Clay was going to go again. Because when he got to the end, he didn't come through the last gate. Very nice, Kevin. Just look at Kevin's head and his eyes. Yep, yep, he's looking. You see how stretched out Kevin is? I'm telling you, you got that back wheel, you got the fact that he's all stretched out, his arms and his legs, and he's still doing phenomenal. So, you know, this is why I always say, we all have different adversities, and you can get used to anything if you just practice. Clay didn't finish that one again, so here he comes again. Good job, Tom. You want to get something to drink before the next exercise? All right, guys. If you want to, we're going to move on to exercise number 9. The snowman, baby, the snowman. But let's see if we can get Clay doing this clean coming from this direction. See, this is why we do things both directions. I mean, he's looking really good. Nice. The transitions are just beautiful. Oh, whoa. See, he held that one too long. And he lost it. Very nice, Kevin. Head and eyes, look at that. Big difference. Before, Kevin wouldn't turn his head for anything. Whoa, whoa. He caught it. Alright, we'll give Clay one more try before we shut it down. Good job, Kev. Very good, very good. Alright, we're in the home stretch now. Yep, he just said, attaboy. And boom goes the dynamite. Welcome to the snowman. I'm in the head of the snowman. You guys are going to be coming in from down there. So last practice session, a couple of guys were getting lost in the snowman because I don't put an excessive amount of cones because I don't want to make you feel claustrophobic in here. So you still have escape routes. So what I mean by that is if you need to put your tire here, you have it. Okay? Again, this is not a competition. This is just to get you to be comfortable making turns. I put green cones so that you can see where the gate is to get into the next portion of the snowman. That's where they were getting lost. All right. The first circle, this is the bottom of the snowman. 27 feet. Nothing for all you guys. This is nothing because you've done it over there and you've done it over here. So 27 feet. Come in here. I don't care if you go to the right or to the left, but whichever way you go, the next time you come through, go the other way. So come in, go around, okay? And then right into the next one. This is the belly. This is 24 feet. Now when you come into these turns, remember, if you start your turn right here, it's going to be a problem. Let me rephrase that. Nothing's a problem out here. It's not going to work out. Or the chances are it's not going to work out. It could still work out for Tom. If you lean the motorcycle all the way, you can still make it. Bring your motorcycle to about right here. And when you get right here, you still don't have to lock the handlebars yet. Bring it to about right here. Okay? And then if you feel like you need to turn more, lean more, lean more. Go all the way around, and you come into this circle. This one is allegedly 20 feet. I say allegedly because I measured it out, and then I came back and measured it, and it was like 19 feet. Still, I'm going to say 20 feet. Don't worry about it. Forget about the numbers. Just do what you got to do. So my thing is, 27 feet, make that as tight as you can. Forget about the cones. Make it as tight as you can. And the first time you do this, when you come around here, just go back out. Second time you come the other way, go back out. When you come back in the third time, I want you to go in the first one, do a complete circle. Second one, complete circle. This one, complete circle. and then go back out. It's 3 circles. All right? All right, let me show you what I mean. Now, the last practice session we had, Pam, the one before last, she was like, no, I'm not doing the snowman. She shut it down. And then she said, no, I'll try the bonus, which to this day I still don't understand. And on the first try, made that first turn. Why? Because again, everything is mental. I told Pam, bring your motorcycle right here. Turn the handlebars. Duck walk the motorcycle. Of course, she started pushing it. I said, no, Pam, use the throttle. Use the clutch. Open it up. Walk. And when she came around, now she knew her motorcycle can make a U-turn within 18 feet without leaning at all. Bam, she comes back the first try, does it. And then she shut it down. And I didn't care. That was fine. That was great. So we'll see what we get today. I don't know. Never know what you're going to get. Pam! Mala.
You have to say Pam. Don't go.
That's it. I love it. She's magna cum laude, so been here a million times. She knows the drill.
I got to master slow.
You got to masturbate? What'd you say? Oh.
I know if I go fast, I'm not going to make it.
Well, clearly. Now you see why she didn't make that? Yep. Because she started way out. Yeah. Why you over here, man? Let's go.
I got to see.
See what?
I got to see.
You already saw it. I just demonstrated it. You need... Remember, first time, just go straight out. You were good.
I saw her in there. I didn't want to come back.
Oh. Let me tell her.
Yeah.
Hey, Pam. He was going back. He was going back. He was gonna go back, and you were in the snowman. Remember, they come in and they go back out. So you started going while he was still going. So when he was getting ready to go back, he was like, oh shit. No, you do the whole thing and then you go back through it. So you enter and exit at the same spot. All right, Kevin's a little hesitant. Like I said, this first one should be no problem, 27 feet. This one's 24 feet. You started it too early. Good. Good, Tom, good. Excellent. Excellent. Now listen, when you guys are in here, when you guys are in the circle, if it helps you to look at the cone in the middle while you're turning, fine. But when you're getting ready to go to the next part of the snowman, look at those green cones. Look at that exit and go to it. Okay? Tom, excellent. All of you, make sure when you're pulling into these turns, pull all the way to the side. You guys are turning early. Kevin, you turned early. That's why you were right on top of this cone over here. All right? Go all the way to the side. Use all the space you got. All right, go ahead. Good. Too much speed. Speed. Turn your head, not your head, not your. Now Kevin just finished doing the figure 8, no problem. Same width. So he should have no problem with that U-turn, right? Getting in his head. And I know what that's about right there. Right turns. They're harder for me just like they're harder for Tom. They just make us have to concentrate more on them. And I've come to the conclusion they're always going to be more difficult for me. I feel like it doesn't matter how much I practice them. I think it's just ingrained in my head now that they're always going to be more challenging for me. Which doesn't frustrate me. I like it because it makes me concentrate even more when I'm doing them. I won't get lazy. I won't get complacent. Good, Pam. Good. Very good. Yeah, you're good. Keep come over here. Come. All right, go ahead. It's coming along. It's coming along. All right, Tom's going to try it again. got it, Tom. Pam had that. She just has to come in deeper over here. Come on, come on. Okay. Breathe. Breathe. Okay. Breathe. Good. Oh, you had it. She thought she had to do it twice. Yeah, you got it. Good. That's excellent. She made that turn. She was so happy that she made that head, she didn't know what to do. But she made it. That's good. All I had to do is tell her where to put the wheels. I already know that she can keep that motorcycle straight up. Kevin's still ripping himself up on that first turn. And then he tries to compensate with speed. You can get away with that with 27 feet. Once you get into these tighter ones. Ah! There, Tom. Good. He's using all the space that he has. Ah. All right. Pam, get back in here. Pam, when you finish with the head, go right back out. Whew. When you finish in the head, just go right back out to the second part. Because I saw you just didn't know where you were going. You had it.
I've never been there before.
Pam said, I've never been there before. Remember, Pam made a U-turn in the bonus exercise straight up. That's 18 feet. That's tighter than any of this. So, there's no doubt whether she can do this. I know she can. You're good. Oh, you had it. Get back in here. Remember, you made that U-turn and the bonus is 18 feet. This is less than that. Okay, you can relax. Anybody else going again? Pam's done. All right, Tom's gonna run through here again because Tom still hasn't done it on the right side. All right, Tom is done too. All right, Kevin's gonna try one more time. What's up?
Take it and do it for me.
You want to try it on that?
And if I know it can be done,
Yep, yep. Nice, Kevin. You're not going to make this on that bike without leaning a lot, so. All right, so Clay wants me to try this on his motorcycle. See what we could do. I mean, you have to lean the piss out of it.
that's what I thought. Because I had it lean pretty forward and I had it full lock and it wasn't making that second turn. So at least now I know.
Yeah, and me too. Look at this. Look at this. This is Clay. That's his motorcycle. That's Clay's motorcycle. Look at this. Got to lean that thing like crazy, and it's like as soon as you lean it, it's on the ground. All right, guys, we're moving on to the bonus exercise. Exercise number no number. See, this is the heat bonus, the maze. All right, guys, don't be bashful. Whew. Welcome to the maze. All right. Yes, the infamous maze. Pam, I guess she's sitting this one out. Okay, so we're going to keep the 18 feet that she did 2 weeks ago in the memory banks. All right, this is just a series of 18-foot U-turns or less, right? Because technically it's less than 18 feet if you're doing it within these white lines. Now, because of our buddy Rich from Florida, who rides an M109, I know that an M109 can make a U-turn in 18 feet. But what I'm going to say again is I don't give a crap if you can't make a U-turn in 18 feet. If you want to do this just because you want to challenge yourself, that's fine. Other than that, who gives a crap, right? The turns even the turns in the snowman. I told you 27 feet, which is the largest circle in that snowman. Out in the real world, you're going to be making turns wider than that. So if you couldn't do it in 24 and you can't do it in 22, I don't care. And you shouldn't either, okay? Not a big deal. So with this, come in here nice and slow. Now, for you two guys, you have to lean that motorcycle. There's no way around it. No way around it. You don't lean it, you ain't making it. As simple as that. Go as slow as you can possibly go without the motorcycle falling over, of course. Lean, go. All right? That's all I'm going to tell you. All right?
That helps us. Appreciate it, Robert.
Yeah, when you come back over here, straighten your motorcycle out as much as you can, head nice, same thing. Now, when we were doing the snowman over there, Tom was going through, same thing I go through. As soon as that right turn comes up, something happens. Something happens. And with Tom, when he made the left turn, no issue, lean. Right turn, less lean. Less lean at the speed that he was going meant not making the turn. But he wasn't missing it by much. You're not missing it by much. All right, so, all right, let me run through this, see what we got, and then we'll move on to follow. What is that on Pam's head? Not bad. Approaching nice and slow. Heading out. Straighten out. Head nice. Head nice. Tom?
I'll get past the first three, I can do it.
First three what? First three cones?
I knew I could get past the first three cones.
You sure? You've been hitting cones out here just walking by them. There we go. That's about 17 feet or less. So you started that one early. You see what happened there? So Tom, you were good, but you started that next turn. Your wheel was right here. You got to get over. Because you see, you didn't hit this by much. If you would have been over more, no problem. Try it again. But that first turn, excellent. Good. Good. Don't worry about it. You got it. Do it again, man. Once he makes the right turn, it's gravy. Still starting that turn early. All right, Tom. When you are coming over here, your motorcycle is like this. Yep. So now, even though your front wheel's here, when you go to make the turn, your back wheel is still right here. So get that motorcycle, as soon as you come around there, try kind of straighten out as much as you can. Get that back wheel over, then go, and you're good. Because you're just clipping that cone. To my ass! Good, keep going. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's right. That's right. All right. That's what I'm talking about.
Stop that bike. That was nice.
Trust and believe.
Yes, sir. That was nice.
Trust and believe. Keep going. Good, good, good. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. To my ass! Follow the leader, baby. Guys, did I say to my ass? I'll say it again. To my ass, Tom. Not buying it. Nobody is. All right, I was shutting it down, but Kevin said, no, hold up, I want to try it. Then he said, no, you don't have to turn the camera back on. And I said, yes, I do. Because I need him to see himself too, if no one else. right, Clay's gonna try it. I don't know what Kevin was just doing there. I'm gonna have to instruct him that the goal is to make this turn, not go straight down these cones. Clay said, no, sir. Here comes Kevin. I admire his determination. Clay said, no, sir, but here he comes. All right, guys, follow the leader. All right, guys. Good job. Oh, God, some shade. The clouds won't give us a break today.
No.
Okay, follow the leader. You guys, well, you all know the rules, but Kevin hasn't been here a while, and Tom's never been here, but Tom watches a lot of videos. Oh, my God, look at the middle of Kevin's head.
What's wrong with it?
It looks like a football. There's a line going right down the middle of it.
That's how you got to throw it.
See, the heat stroke is already starting. Okay, so let's hurry this up. Okay, follow the leader means follow the leader. So that means do what the person in front of you is doing. Or unless they're doing something I didn't do, but you wouldn't know. Anywho, wherever my wheels are, that's where your wheels go. So if I'm going to make a U-turn and I'm right in the middle and you come all the way over here, you're out. That just means fall to the middle. We're going to do one circle around you. When we get on the concrete, the grass borders, if you roll onto the grass, you're out. Now when we go out there, if you mess up out there, don't come back here. Just stay with us, and when we get back here, and when I say you're out, you're going to go into the middle of the parking lot where those skid marks are. That's where you'll go. We'll do a circle around you. If you put your foot down, you're out. If you hit a cone, you're out. Any questions? All right, let's do it. So, funny story. Talking to a buddy of mine yesterday on the phone. He goes, "Hey, listen, I was out at a restaurant, and he said there were some people sitting next to us, and they were really friendly. They were saying, hey, because they'd never been there before, and the other people were saying, hey, you should try this, try that, all nice stuff. So they're about to leave. They go to get up, and one of the guys puts on like a Harley Davidson scarf or something like that. So my buddy goes, oh, do you ride? And he goes, yeah. And then my buddy goes, oh, yeah, we all ride. We're all riders. So now this guy was on his way out. Now they're sitting there talking, and they're talking. And this guy says that he rides with a lot of law enforcement. So my buddy asked him, are you a cop? And he goes, no, but I ride with a lot of them. So he said, oh, a friend of mine used to be law enforcement. His name is Robert Simmons. Have you ever heard of him? And this guy said, I'm a preloader, bro. Oh, I loved it. And that preloader was Tall Bill. Shout out to you, Tall Bill. So, and my friend said, you know, it's just amazing to me, man, how many people that you're bringing together. And the motorcycle community alone is a very good community, but the Preloader Nation is just awesome. So I appreciate it. All right, Tom, come on up here.
The man of the hour.
Yes, the man of the hour. This is Tom, AKA To My Ass. Tom, when you first came today, hold up, before we get to that, did you enjoy yourself?
Absolutely. There's no question about it.
Good, and it was a pleasure having you here. Pleasure to meet you. Now, the question we've all been waiting for. When you came here today, you said you were a 2, and you said that to a person you already sent a video to, and you said you were humble. So I took that. Any change in that number?
I would say I could bump myself up to a 3 conservative. I am not going to push the number.
Okay, so preloaders. Now, what do I normally say? Again, I don't rate people, but if you can do the figure 8, I usually say you're at least a 4 or a 5, right? This man did figure 8, double serp, snowman, the maze. 3? You sticking with the 3?
I'm sticking with the 3.
Give me my damn mic. All right, man, good to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Kevin, come up here, man. Hold on, I gotta wipe out all this BS. He left a stain of BS. A 3. No way in hell. All right, buddy.
Tom says a 3.
Did you have fun today, man?
Very much so.
Good, man.
Great time.
I'm glad to have you come back,
Blast
man.
from the past.
Yes, I'm glad to have you come back. I mean, listen, I said it before and I'll say it again. The fact that you're dealing with that fat tire on the back, the fact that everything is fully stretched out. Your arms, your legs, yet you still manage to make these turns. And that's why I try to stress to people so much that this and your right foot, that's what's controlling this motorcycle. And as long as you can reach everything comfortably, or sometimes uncomfortably, you're going to be fine. So I have to commend you on that. Just outstanding. And I just say to myself, imagine if you did this consistently. Oh my gosh. All right. So what did you rate yourself when you first came out here?
And I actually said a 4. Comparing it against,
Don't compare it against anybody.
when I say compare, meaning he's thinking he's a 3.
You're still talking about him. That's comparing. Don't compare
But he's
yourself.
better than that.
That's why you make your own number. It's not on him.
I'm still staying at a 4.
Okay. That's fine.
I did the figure 8, which I should have been able to do the snowman and this, but
Hold
the
on.
biggest thing,
I knew it. I ain't even turned this damn thing on. It doesn't matter. You'll still be able to hear through my mic, but okay, go ahead.
well, the biggest challenge is practice is the key to everything.
Okay.
And I know if I would practice more, and in many cases there's no excuse, I would definitely be a lot better than I am.
Exactly.
But being that's not the case, I need to continue to practice to improve my skills in slow speed riding.
That's right. Practice, practice, practice. That's what this is all about. Glad to have you back here. I know you're not
Appreciate
coming out to Knoxville, Tennessee because there's no way your wife is letting you go out there.
No.
So that's fine.
No approval.
No approval.
Thank you.
Clay, come on over. Where is Pamela?
She had to run to the bathroom.
Okay. I feel like I want to stand by and wait for Pam, but we could do her separately. Okay, you can stand over here. Okay, did you have fun today?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, I love the new motorcycle. Sounds great. Really sounds great. And it felt good too, but I got to tell you, boy.
You got to lean that
you got to
puppy.
lean that mother, and it's going to drag.
Yes, sir.
And so right now, in the snowman, in the second part, and definitely in the head, you'll see a perfect circle on the ground. That's Clay's motorcycle.
Yes, sir.
All right. What did you rate yourself today when you came?
A 4 on that bike. I think I'll do a 5, but that's as far as I'm going. I got to practice some more on it.
Okay, absolutely.
To lean it further.
Absolutely.
But the right and left turns I was happy with.
Yeah, I was very happy with that. Oh,
and,
yeah.
Everything else I was happy with.
Yeah.
But, I just got to work on leaning a little bit harder. That's it.
You look great. You look great. And always a pleasure to have you out here, too.
Appreciate it.
All right,
As
brother.
usual. It's fun.
All right, guys. So wrapping up practice session number 24. Oh, my God. Look at this. As soon as we're wrapping it up, shade. I'm not complaining about it. I'll take it. It right now is 86 degrees. We are done, thank God. I'm almost thinking about starting this earlier than 9. I know I don't like getting up early, but...
Oh, you kill me.
Woo! No, it's not happening, man. All right, guys. Preloaders, V.I.Preloaders. Practice session number 24. A wrap. Always fun. Guys, it is hot out here. Woo! It is hot. 86 degrees. V.I.Preloaders helping me out, picking up the cones. Never asked them. They just do it. I appreciate that. I know for a fact today the goal was met, because the goal is always to leave here feeling a little bit more confident than how you came here. And that is what we have accomplished today. So as long as that happens, I'm always happy. It's good to have a good time, but I still want people to grow as motorcycle riders, and the way we grow is to build our confidence. So kudos to all of them. I want to thank again Tom, who came here all the way from Texas. Okay, that's, guys, what do I always say? Who am I? Now, he told me I'll be back. I'm not holding my breath for that, because he is not close. That's a long way to travel. So I'm glad he had a good time. I'm glad he's full of crap. I already told him that, you know. To my ass, that's his new, I told him change his YouTube name to To My Ass, because there's no way he's a 2. Now, he bumped himself up to a 3, which is still no way. You guys saw it. You be the judge. Please put in the comment section, what do you think Tom is a 3? Put that in the comment section for me, please. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up so I can go home and get into some air conditioning. Spend more time being thankful for the things that you have, guys, and less time complaining about the things that you don't. I want to give a shout out to my brothers and sisters in blue. Please be careful out there. Know that you're appreciated. Special shout out to the NYPD Highway Patrol Motorcycle Unit, particularly Highway 1, because that's where I worked, and the Motorcycle District, because that's where the school is, the motorcycle school. That's who taught me how to ride this motorcycle the way I do. But it doesn't end there, guys. You have to keep practicing. This is a perishable skill, okay? Renee's a V.I.Preloader. Because of all the rain they were having in Florida, she couldn't ride. She couldn't go out and practice for 2 weeks. And when she went out, she felt like, initially, she felt like she was starting all over. I mean, it's so perishable how you can just start losing stuff. All right, so guys, practice, 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 practice. Preload and keep it loaded. And practice, 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 guys. Because practice breeds confidence. And a confident rider is not only a safer rider, but a rider that's going to enjoy riding their motorcycle that much more. Until next time, guys.